Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques.
Hulk.
What up, folks? What is popping? What is good in the Titans neighborhood, man? What's going down, man? What is up?
Hey, same old, bro. Same old.
Yes, sir.
We got. I know they coming in slow. But let's look at this. We got people coming in. Jakey on.
Welcome to the draft show. One of my favorite shows.
He said, Danny D, what's good, fellas?
What up, Johnny? What's popping, bro? What's good? What's happening?
Hey, is it James Rogers?
What's popping, bro?
They coming in now.
Yes, sir.
City.
Been a while. You're right.
It's been a while. It has been Titans torch.
Straight up for sauce.
We're going to talk about it.
Yep.
Ryan Dodd. What up, bro?
What up, Dodd? What's popping, bro?
Hey,
we doing good, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, the guys, I know it's been a while. We know that. We know. Let's see. We got Jason. He said, what's good, fellas? Tighten up.
What's popping, bro?
Yes, sir.
What's
Jakey on. We have been good, brother. Been good,
man.
Getting the middles out, trying to get everything straight and everything like that. But we've been good. Hey, Keish, look, we haven't seen
Keisha. What's good? What's happening?
It's been a minute since we Keisha. How you been, Keisha?
Keisha?
You been good. Hey, shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies before we get started.
Yeah,
them jokers. Hey, I know they lost last night, but
it's a battle.
Whoop that trick
fighting them. But yeah, let's go, Memphis. The only pad that we recognize is Project.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, that's it. Tighten up, fan. We got to restructure our offense scheme. Hey, it's the draft show today, so we definitely gonna get there. AZ Mick, he said, "Hey, fellas. Hey, Jay Porter, he said, "What up, guys? What up?
Peasy, what's good? What's happening, Jay Peasy? Jay Porter, what's popping?" I think I still hit that. I was taking that title off. What up, Jay Porter? We see you, bro. We see you.
Yeah. Hey, Keisha, we know one stinking point. You know what happens? It's the refs. I blame the refs, and more refs. You know what I mean?
Hey, you see the security guard that tackled the lady? Hey, he should be in the draft. The way he made his awareness was unbelievable. What up, Corey B?
He was watching her. He was watching. He was just like that.
Yeah,
he was watching.
In. I was like, wow.
I was like, hey, bro, do your thing. Do your thing.
Draft? Security guard. Is he in the draft?
Right.
That's what I want to know. So yeah, man. So hey, we got 13 people in the chat. First of all, as well, if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button as well, too. Again, thank you all for joining in on the mock draft show for Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques and I have been, over the last few months, have been really diving into the draft, man, and certain players that, will help us and what we need. And I'll share this with Jacques. And tell me if you all agree with this or not. 2019, our draft was unbelievable, right? Since then, the last two drafts, to me, has been kaput. So this year, it's going to be probably one of the most important drafts that we've had in 10 years because we are ascending, and we can't, with a good draft, we can keep going. If not, you're going to start seeing a decline. So this draft, to me, is important. Tell me how y'all feel about that too out there, man.
I agree with that, Hulk. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to add to that. With that, we know our first round picks don't pan out, right? And it usually takes them about a year or two to really get going and develop, to get used to the game and everything. But you're right. We're going to have to hit on all, 6 picks or 1, 2. How many picks we got? We got 2 4th rounds and 2 6. Okay?
Yep.
We're going to have to make those count, specifically the 3rd down to the 6th. We're going to have to, in those rounds, we're definitely going to have to find starters, okay?
Yes.
So this draft has to mimic the 2019 draft. The 2019 draft, man, we picked, some studs that now ultimately we have to pay, right?
Right.
It's a blessing and a curse. When your draft pans out, hey, it's the best thing until you got to pay all 4 of them up, all 5 of them. And we're about to run into that snag soon. We got AJ, of course. You got Jeffrey Simmons, of course, right? David Long Jr., Nate Davis. I mean, that draft was amazing. So
amazing.
If we can mimic that, then perfect. But like I'm with you, Hawk. If we don't hit it, it's gonna be I'm not gonna say rebuild. I'm not gonna do that because the Titans are still good and they still have good pieces, but you're not gonna be a contender like you were per se. So definitely,
right.
definitely.
Yep. Who do we got now? Solomon Namaga, what's up? What up, bro?
What's up? What's
We
up?
got
Latoya
Sin
P.
in the building. What up,
What's that?
Latoya
Hey, y'all.
Beasley? What's good?
What up,
What's up,
Latoya?
Latoya?
Ravens 76B more. So
What
look at you
up?
two. This office is going fast. Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is, Ravens.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Hey, we
it is.
appreciate you joining the show as always, too, Ravens.
Right,
Be more
right,
for
right.
sure, man. So,
So,
this is an interesting comment, and I kind of agree with this too, man. About Sin City would trade back, get J. Rob away from the first round. I know, man. There's some truth to that. So yeah, and we'll definitely get into that tonight. You know what I'm saying, on the show or whatever. So Anthony Hayes, Bam, you in the building.
Just wait on it, bro. Just wait on it. I got you smoke for that. Just wait on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So every year that we've done this draft show, Jacques and I have no idea who we picked, okay, in our draft. This isn't anything like you pick him and I pick or whatever. We literally are picking on who we feel would be the best for the team in that round. The only pick that we sort of have an idea on is the first pick, only because we brought some replay footage for those players. So we had to do that for prep work. But outside of that, I have no idea who Jacques picked. He has no idea who I picked either. So that's what makes it interesting for me, because I want to know what you got.
Same here. Same here. This is gonna be interesting. So hey, like he said, we never know. But the funny part about it, every time we do our draft show, we tend to, it's weird. We tend to be close, but just out of order, if that makes sense.
Right.
And we might have one pick that be like, you picked him and I picked him. So this is why this is one of my favorite shows, and I know this is one of Hawk's favorite shows too.
For sure, love it, man.
Definitely.
So before we pick our first pick, what I want to do is give you all an opportunity as well to put down who you all feel we should pick in the first round, whether it just be a position or player or both. If you don't have a player name, that's fine. Just put down a position. We're interested to know what you all think as well for the first round. You all know what we need. It's several needs, and the first round pick has to hit. So if you have any positions or any player names that you want to throw out there, throw it out there. We'll post it up and we'll go from there. But first, Jacques and I are going to get started, folks. Are y'all ready? I'm ready, Jacques.
Let's get it, man.
I'm ready.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Okay.
Coach, hold on. Coach fan, hold on. Before we get it, Coach fan here. How y'all doing, man? Hey, first of all, thank you for watching the show. We really appreciate you watching the show, and we're doing very well, man. So thank you again. So definitely.
Thank you.
So Hawk.
Okay, are you ready, Jacques? You lock and loaded?
Let's do it.
Get my good stretch on. All right, so the official Tennessee Titans weekly mock draft. We were not influenced by nobody. These are our thoughts. We did our research, looked at positions. We're ready to rock. Okay, so round one, pick number 26. Again, for those out there, put who you think, and while we discuss, we'll pop them up on the screen. Okay, so Jacques, we're gonna have you go first, man. We're gonna have you go first with the first pick. So, for the first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft for your Tennessee Titans, in pick number 26, Jacques.
You ready?
Go for it. Jacques select.
Zion Johnson.
All right.
Boston
Zion
College.
Johnson.
Hawk, if you can, real quick, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Play that beautiful footage, man, of Zion, and I'll give you some measurables while you're doing this. So, for me, I know we need an offensive guard. We need somebody on this line, right? Yep. Because we know Dylan Radins didn't pan out. We just lost Roger Saffold. And Zion is 6'3", 312, right? Played at Boston College. I believe he's a 4-year starter. He was at the Senior Bowl. To me, he's one of the most complete offensive linemen in this draft. From his strength, from his stance, from how he blocks, from everything. He's a good run blocker and a good pass blocker. Of course, he needs to clean up some things. I mean, he's not the most athletic guy. He's a very big chunky dude. He's one of those what we call space eaters and those leaners, right? And it's just his quickness and his agility is what he needs to work on. But one thing I do like, he's consistent and he's a 4-year starter. And of course, the familiarity with Vrabel. Yes. You know what I mean? With Tyler Vrabel going to Boston College as well. So I think he's one of those guys you can plug in right away and he'll start right away. He's not going to be like Dylan Radins. And I feel like he's going to come in. And I know it's not a sexy pick because it is the offensive line. But if I'm going to pick somebody, it'll be him. And I believe he'll be there for us at 26. So for me, Zion, man.
Zion Johnson. Okay. Zion, welcome to the Titans, brother. If that happens, welcome to the Titans. So it's my turn now, right, Jacques?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir.
So for me, I'm going to go. I got to pull up. I'm typing up a few things on here so I can, stay in line and everything.
And while you doing that, let's see what we got here.
Yes, sir.
Anthony Hayes says O-line. Jake Young says Jamison Williamson. Titans Twins, I think we should try to trade back out of the first pick, and I agree with that totally. Shout out to Titans Torch, man. If y'all don't follow him on Instagram, please go do that now.
Yep.
Tay Thompson, he says Trey McBride or Kenyon Green, and I like Kenyon Green.
Yeah.
George Pickens, that boy is crazy. I like it though.
From George, I like him too.
I like him. Pinion or trade back. Let's see. Sin City says Honor Landry. Quentin Nelson wasn't a sexy pick, but exactly.
Quentin Nelson's unbelievable. So Jacques, a lot of points that you've made is awesome. Okay, and we need offensive linemen, and I know people are going to be like, "Oh, another offensive lineman! Oh my god!" But we just lost Quisenberry, right? So we're losing depth. We lost Saffold, so it makes perfect sense. And if we went this route with Zion, welcome. Let's go. So now it's my time. All right. So for me, in the first round, let me give him a picture here. All right. So for me, Hulk, this is who I select in the first round. Are y'all ready? All right. Someone made mention of Pickens, right? So with different player, but same position. Chris Olave, the fresh wide receiver out of Ohio State, big time playmaker for the program. Chris Olave had a hell of a year this past season. I don't know if y'all have seen any clips of Chris Olave. Chris Olave did an incredible job this past season. I'm gonna actually show you a clip of him as well, too, man. Kind of give you an idea of his route running, because this is where he's special. He's not a big guy, but nor is he really tall, about 6 foot tall, but he has great route running ability. So look at this right here. See that? Chopped him up, boom, wide open, boom. Let's look at it at another angle. So here you look at it. DB thought he was going out, cut back, used his inside foot to get more leverage, pushed the DB off, got the catch. First down, Ohio State. So we need wide receivers, okay? All day long up to about Friday, I was thinking offensive line, right? Offensive line. But I think they're going to try to start Dylan Radins at right tackle. I do. I think Dylan Radins, they're going to say, you ain't got a choice, bro. You're on the field, okay? A.J. Brown's contract situation right now is sticky, right? We all know that, right? Robert Woods is not healthy. So who do we have next? We got Des Fitzpatrick. We got Mason Kinsey. I'm trying to think of receivers. Nick Westbrook-Akina. We just got a bunch of guys right now. And I think right now, because we don't have a second-round pick, you have to draft a starter right now. An offensive lineman would start for sure. A receiver could start here for sure as well. I'm looking more for a playmaker at receiver. Chris Olave has good speed too. You know what I'm saying? He ran a 4.39 and a 40 in the combine. So this guy provides speed. He provides really good quickness, catches the ball pretty well. And then he was an all Big Team first team this year. He's their all-time leading touchdown getter at Ohio State. Of all the receivers they've had, he's Chris Carter, David Boston. I mean, you name it. Michael Thomas. He's the number one receiver in their history in touchdowns. He had 35 touchdowns in his career. So Chris Olave, hey, he's pretty good. So that's my pick. What do y'all think? Let's look at what we got up here.
That big Titan TV in the building.
In the building.
He said Olave is my favorite pick.
Okay.
He said I love Olave, but he said Georgia Pickens because I you know what?
I kind of agree with that, Jonathan.
Yeah, I do definitely see that. I can definitely see that.
Jahan
Dotson out of Penn State, I like him too.
I like him.
Al P in the building. He said Titans, go Titans. Titans kick NFL draft tail or the struck. There we go. There we go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
So definitely.
Okay, so that was my first pick in round 1, pick 26. So I'm writing these down, Jacques, as far as positions, bro.
Okay.
You got offensive line. I got wide receiver. All right. So interesting. All right, so we're going into the second round. Second round pick. Let's look what we got in the second round, John. I'm interested to see what you got, man.
Okay.
All right, so in the second round, this is pick number
90.
Oh,
Oh,
none.
no, he said 90. My bad. Second round. My bad.
None. We
Yep,
have
none.
no second round pick.
No second round, dog.
Do y'all know how big that is to me? I think that's a huge void for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
That we're picking 26 and then we don't pick again until 90.
90.
90.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
90.
Yep.
We do not have a second round pick.
Nope.
Man. So for those that are saying we should trade, yes, let's make some trades.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some more second round picks. Because Jacques, you say this all the time, and it's a facts, no paper. We do better in getting picks in the second round, man. We do. It's like a jewel pick for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a second round pick because there is none.
and Big Tight TV said we have to trade down J. Rob. You know what? I have a trade partner now, and it's not in my mock draft, but I'm just talking in general. I've heard rumors that the Seattle Seahawks want the quarterback, the Saints, and there's somebody else. And I've heard Seattle's thinking about trading back, which makes no sense, but whatever. So that could be one of our trade partners to say, hey, y'all, we'll give you our 26th pick, right, for your second round pick. Whatever team has multiple second round picks, we'll rock with you. We'll rock with you. King guys, if we say, what up, yo,
King
long
Isaac,
time.
what's good, bro?
Long time, bro. It has been a while. So definitely. So,
all right.
So
now we're in the third. What do you say, Jacques?
No, go ahead.
So second round is done. It's been passed, right? We don't draft again for a long time. So whoever we draft first, we better get used to him because he's gonna be on the team. He's gonna be on the field. All right, third round pick. We're here. Round 3, pick 90. All right, that's our second pick. Round 3. All right. So Jacques, in this particular round, I'm looking at different things here. Let me find my picture. There we go. All right. So me, Hulk. Who do I select in this particular round? They say. All right, you ready, Jacques?
Yes, sir.
All right, second round pick. The Mamba Bean, Kobe Bryant.
Cincinnati.
Kobe Bean Bryant. Bean, third round pick. What do y'all think about that? Kobe Bryant is our third round pick. Oh, wrong picture. This Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. The Cincinnati corner that played on the opposite side of Sauce Gardner, right? Both of these guys were playmakers, man, both of them. But let me tell you something that this Kobe Bryant has that Sauce Gardner doesn't have. Now, I'm not comparing the two because Gardner's a better corner. But you know who the Jim Thorpe Award winner was? This guy. He won the Jim Thorpe Award, man. Okay? This guy here, Kobe Bryant, he's 6'1", about 195. He's got great size. We have to draft a corner early in this draft, okay? Caleb Farley's still working out his situation with his health. Even if he's on the field, we got Christian Fulton. We got Buster Screen. We need corners. Can we trust Chris Jackson out there? Probably not. Kobe Bryant, for me, is a great pick in this particular slot. So I'm going Kobe Bryant, the corner out of Cincinnati. Have y'all seen him before? If you have, put it in the chat. Throw it in the chat. Kobe Bryant for me. And it ain't Kobe, it's Coby. Kobe Bryant.
Yep. Stanley. What up,
Stanley,
bro?
what's popping, bro?
What up?
What
So
up?
I like the pick. I like his size too. He got good size on him as well.
Yeah, he really does. He really does. And that's what kind of made me be like, yeah, I like this pick for sure.
The funny part about it, will he be there? That's the kicker. So
right,
I like the pick. So
yeah.
Like
All right. So we go with the next round. Jacques, I do apologize having a slight technical difficulty here. I'm trying to get something off my screen right now. All right. It should be getting off. All right. Oh. All right. Good. Okay, I'm still here. Okay. For some reason, I thought they let me go here. Okay. All right. So, Jacques, for you. All right. So, Jacques, for you in the third round, sir, we are looking for you in this particular category for the 2022 NFL Draft. In the third round, Jacques selects.
Hey, Calvin Austin III, baby.
Okay.
Memphis from M-Town. So all my M-Town people, y'all know about Calvin. Hey, 5'9", 162. He's a little guy, but this kid is a speedster. And I want to say he ran like a 4.3 or 4.2 in the combine. He's a 4-year starter. I know he was at the Senior Bowl. The kid, his 2020 season, he recorded 1,053 yards, and in his 2021 season was 1,049 yards. So each time he got progressively better. Something that the Titans don't have is speed, right?
Yep.
We got size, we got girth, we're there, but we just don't have that downhill threat. We haven't had that downhill threat, and I hate to say this, Khalif Raymond, right?
Yeah.
That's what we
Facts,
struggled
no
with
paper.
last year. Yeah, that's what we struggled last year when it came to downhillness. We didn't have no downhill threat. So for me, Calvin Austin, which I don't think he'll be there, but if he is with the 90th pick, yay, Calvin Austin the third, you can't go wrong with this kid. And he's also a day one starter as well. You can plug him in the slot and say, hey, Calvin, go, right? He can be on special teams. He can play special teams, kickoff return, right?
Yep.
Only thing concerning thing is he's short. He's just 5'9", 162, but we know how Tyreek Hill and everything is. So add that speed. And all my Memphis folks in here, y'all know what I'm talking about. Calvin Office, can't go wrong with him.
I like the pick shot. So you and I both thinking, man, we need some receivers early, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
It's Sin City. So he said something. He said, I'm confused. Didn't y'all mock Kobe Bryant? So Hawk picked Kobe Bryant, and my pick is Calvin Austin. So yep.
So he's doing his pick, and I'm doing my pick. Yep. So okay, cool, Jacques. All right, what? Let's look at the comments. What we got in the comments, Jacques?
Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's see. Sin City says, I think we need an O lineman or a tight end before cornerback.
Okay.
Tennessee T, I like the pick, adds to our DB deck. Yep. And like I said, yes, we may need to use that on a quarterback. Got something for that. Kobe Bryant sounds like a Chris Ballard pick. Let's see. Hey, Stanley says that boy fast. I went to the game when they play SMU. He got decent hands too. Yes, he does. Cool, he does. He really does. Okay. So, and like I said, my first two picks, they were at the Senior Bowl. So the Titans value Senior Bowl picks. I will say that.
For sure.
Dylan Raiders came from the Senior Bowl. Kevin Byard came from the Senior Bowl. Y'all can add to that as well. But when John is at the Senior Bowl, just best believe somebody's going to be there. And he was on one of our 30 visits. So the teams get 30 players that can come and visit. He was one of the players to come and visit. So that's another little tidbit that anytime we have a player that comes on the Titans 30 visit, they end up getting drafted. So just FYI.
Cool, man. Okay. All right, folks. Well, the first round, I had us picking a receiver. Jacques has us picking an offensive lineman in Zion Johnson for me, Chris Olave. Second round, wide receiver for Jacques, corner for me. All right. So we're building our team, y'all. Okay, so we are now into our next round. Round 4. Pick number 131. This is the 4th round. This is the second day of the draft. So after the first day, well, yeah, we only got one pick in the first day. The rest is for us in the second day. So round 4, number 131. So Jacques.
Yes, sir.
For you, good sir. You are on the clock, bro. You are on the clock. Jacques is on the clock right now, man.
On the clock. So
Jacques
somebody said it in the chat.
What's
my
that?
pick? I'm picking Jelani Woods from Virginia, a tight end. Tight end. So this is one position that we do need, right? There's going to be several tight ends that'll be on the board. But when I look at tight ends, I look at these tight ends.
Big.
Yeah, 6'7", 265.
Wow.
6'7". Blocking zero. Yep. 6'7". And guys, listen to what I'm saying. He's from Ellenwood, Georgia. He's from Georgia. The kid is amazing. He came in to college and he came in at Virginia. He's a blocking tight end, okay? Just now recently transitioned to a pass catching tight end, but with a value in the 4th round, he'll be perfect in that position, in that 131 pick. And we need a tight end to add to our tight end room, right? Somebody that can come in, you can groom early, you can say, hey, we need you to do what we like, what the Titans like to ultimately do in that position is block, right? My pick is Jelani Woods, man.
Okay, cool, man. All right. I like it, Jacques. I like what you're saying, bro. I like what you're saying. Okay. All right. So it's my turn. All right. So Jacques picked Jelani Woods. All right. So for me, Hulk, who do I select in this particular round? 4th round pick. You know what, Jacques? We're gonna stay home though, man. We're gonna stay in Tennessee, man.
I think
we're going Cade Mays, man. We're going with the right tackle, Cade Mays, man. Offensive tackle, Tennessee. You see how big this guy is, man? Dude is a mauler, man. He is in his entire career. In this past year, he only allowed 1 sack. and I think that's important. I think that's a real big stat. 3-year start at Tennessee. Throughout his career, he moved around from center, guard to tackle. So this guy is very versatile. One thing about Cade Mays as well too. The dude is 6'5". He's 311, good size as well. This guy's he's pretty stout, and for him to be there the fact that we need an offensive lineman, especially at tackle, I think this would be a great pick. So I like Cade Mays, offensive tackle from Tennessee. Tackle can't have too many offensive linemen, man.
I agree.
There are certain games Cade Mays was playing, even when he played against Georgia, though Georgia did win early in the game. Cade Mays had a good game, even against Jordan Davis and those guys. And so you bring that nastiness here into the NFL with the Titans. Hey, come on through, man. We're here, bro. We're here.
Yep.
We're here.
I like it.
Cade Mays, what's up?
Hey, Big Tight TV said Kobe Bryant reminds me of Malcolm Butler. Hey, not a bad comparison.
Desmond Ritter.
The Damon Ritter. Yeah. Let's see. 6'7" LP. So LP 6'7" in the red zone.
Red zone.
It's not bad, man.
Can Tannehill give him that football? That's the question. Okay, all right. What's more? Is there more comments? More comments?
I know that's what we get.
Yeah, man.
I like it though. I like it.
Yeah, man. So cool. Okay, guys. So Jacques has a offensive lineman, wide receiver, tight end. He's keeping it all on offense. I got wide receiver, corner, and offensive tackle. All right. So that is our first 3 picks of the draft. Tell me what y'all think, man. Who do y'all feel like is having the best draft picks right now? I want to know. Man. I want to know. If my picks suck, let me know. I'm fine with that, man. All right. So that was that round 4. We are still in round 4, Jacques. We're still in round 4. So this is going to be our second pick in round 4. Pick 143 for the Tennessee Titans. So in this particular draft slot, Hawk, that's me. Who do we select in this one, man? So I like Cade Mays. I like the fact that you picked the tight end, Jacques. I'm going tight end right here, man. I'm going with him right here. This
athletic
guy.
boy.
You and I talked about him a little bit last year. I don't know if you remember. You've even seen me filming this guy. His name is Jalen Weidemeyer. Okay, SEC fans know about this guy. Okay, he was there one of the leading receivers on the team. Texas A&M. This guy 6'5", 255. He's big and he can block. That's what I like about him. He can block as well. He was all SEC second team. He was there 3 times in a row. Sophomore, junior, and senior year, second team, second best tight end in the SEC. He had 40 catches last year and 4 touchdowns. So he's a good, kind of reminds you of Michael Pruitt, kind of a Michael Pruitt type. I think Michael Pruitt went to Texas A&M, if I ain't mistaken. But he's kind of that combination of blocking and catching. And so to get a guy like that in the 4th round, and we have no tight ends right now except for Austin Hooper. That's it. That's all we have. So we need a tight end. You and I are thinking the same. We got to get a tight end in this draft. I'm taking Weidemeyer in this pick. Texas A&M, 4th round. Let's go.
Right. Hey, Weidemeyer, like you said, when I sent the film, when I watched, he's athletic. I like him too. He's big too. Really, Keisha, I really do hope we can get an OT that can play day 1. Right. Keisha, just wait on it.
Yeah, for sure.
So
okay, so that was my pick. All right, so Jacques, it's your turn, bro. All right, so 4th round pick, our second 4th round pick. Jacques, you are on the clock, sir. So Jacques selects.
So people might not know who this guy is.
Okay.
Darren Kennard, right tackle from Kentucky. Okay. This kid they got him at 6'5", 324. This kid is a beast, man. I watched film on him, and I believe there's a stat where I think he only allowed like 1 pressure, 1 sack in the latter part of last year. This kid is amazing, bro. He's amazing. He's athletic. He's fluid. And the thing is, we need a tackle. Keisha, what you just said, we need an OT. This is a tackle that you can come in with depth, and he can come in. And what happens is, once he gets that experience, I think he can be a rotational player right off the bat. The way he is, he's a mauler. He's athletic. He's fluid. If you know anything about offensive linemen, his base, if he has a wide base and how he kicks out is very dope. So for me, that's who I'm going with. And he's an SEC guy. He went to Kentucky. So definitely. The kid, Hawk, if you haven't seen him, I'll send you film on him. The kid is dope, man. The kid is dope.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. It's a new guy to me for sure.
Yep.
So Cool, man. Cool. So, okay, all right. So, Jacques, if you notice, out of these 8 picks, we have 3 offensive linemen picked in these slots. Three out of 8. That's a high percentage, right? So we basically are saying, no, we need linemen, bro. At the end of the day, like for sure. So,
Right.
okay, all right, man. All right. So, how everybody good? Hey, if you have not subscribed to our channel, LP, agree, man. If you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button as well. We're hoping that you're having a good time with us here with the draft show, man. Y'all live since when?
D09 Motivate. He said, y'all live since when? He said, what up, bro? What up, man?
Yeah, hey, I got a receiver for us in the first. Jacques got us one in the third. So for sure, man. Yep, for sure. So,
and the funny part about it, guys, don't be surprised if this is how it really plays out. Don't be surprised at all if this is how it really plays out. Now, it's hilarious because I don't know. Last year, Hawk, you hit one, right?
Yeah.
Who did you hit on last year?
It was
guys, if you remember, y'all watched the draft show last year. Me and Hawk did. Hawk, I forgot you hit on one. And
Caleb Farley.
I originally okay. So I had picked Rashad Bateman, but I originally had picked Caleb Farley in the first round. I had Rashad Weaver. Remember?
Yes.
I picked Rashad Weaver. So definitely. So like I said, guys, if you're new to the show, don't be surprised if I picked him. So
or definitely if not even a player of the positions in those particular areas. You know what I'm saying? We were very close. We was like 70% or something like where they drafted in the position that they got. It was pretty high. I was like, okay, we said that or whatever. So cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are on to the next round, folks. We are at round number 5. Mm-hmm. Round 5, 169.
Yep.
Okay, this is where you can find some of your jewels. You don't have to pay them a whole lot, but have them work hard to try to make that contract for sure, man. So, Jacques, you are still on the board, sir, for round 5.
Okay,
Jacques.
All right.
Jacques selects.
I select Tyreek Woolen.
Okay.
Bro, he's from UTSA. Okay.
Okay.
Now this kid. Now I sent you film on him, Hawk.
Yep.
This kid is a DB. Okay. He's 6'4", 205. Now listen to what I just said. 6'4", 205. All right.
Wow.
Now with me, I'm indifferent on Caleb Farley. I actually think Caleb Farley is going to come in and he's going to be my breakout player of the year. I think Caleb's going to come in and say, hey, I'm not playing. And what I've heard from John and Vrabel, they don't brag on too many players, but Caleb sounds like he's light years ahead. So I picked Tyreek here because of depth, but I also picked him because I like his size, right?
Okay.
He's 6'4". How many corners that you know that came out are 6'4", all right? Now, looking at film in coverage, since he's so big, his fluent and his technique is not the best, but that's why he's a 5th round pick, right? That's why he goes in the 5th round. So with me, with his size, it's really going to transition. So guys, if you haven't, and he ran a 4.2 at the combine. He ran a 4.2. It's 6'4".
Put him in defensive end, man. Pick him about 20 pounds.
Hey, the kid, when you guys, I'm taking saying, when you look at his film, technique's not good, not the best, but his speed makes up for it, and he can tackle as well. So for me, Tyreek Woolen.
Okay. All right, Jacques. That sounds good, bro. Okay. So we are still in the same round, Jacques. So let's
start it. Lou, I know you came in late, bro. I know you came in late. He said I would like Zion in the first round. So why don't you catch him up to speed, bro?
Yeah, man. That boy Jacques picked him in the first round, man. This was his first round pick right here. Zion Johnson, Boston College. That's a big dude right there, man. That's a big guy. And then my pick was Chris Olave, the wide receiver out of Ohio State. Hey, those good choices, either one, man, for sure. For sure. All right. So for me, we are still in round 5, 169. So for me, Hulk, who do I select in this particular round? I'm staying in the SEC, man. It's my 3rd pick in a row from the SEC, man. Jeremiah Moon. All right. Jeremiah Moon. Okay. He was a highly recruited player out of high school. Look how tall he is, right?
What's his measurables, Hawk?
He's 6'5", 250. Okay. Ran a 4.5 and a 40. So he's got speed. He's lean and he's fast, right? Dude's got a lot of speed. And when you see him on tape, not only is he a good tackler, he rushes the passer pretty well when he has to, okay? They didn't have him down like a lot as a defensive end. He played mostly like sometimes inside linebacker. I was like, that's a tall inside line. Number 7 is tall, but he's very athletic, very lean. Maybe not as mean as Rashaan Evans, but kind of has Rashaan Evans' height, height and kind of build. They say 250. He looks a little leaner than that, but he made a lot of plays. The one thing I'd say, he had 30 starts in his career. I will say too, he doesn't shed blockers well. He can get run over. You can break tackles, so he's not really one of the stronger linebackers. But he might be a project that you can bring in on round 5. You get a guy that's been a 2-year starter at Florida, man, a 5-star recruit, man, coming out, 6'5", 250, man. You take him in the 5th round, you do that. So I'm going in this particular round, Jeremiah Moon out of the University of Florida.
I like it. So let's see what we got here, man. We got Al P says center. No, I don't know.
We don't know. We'll keep going. We'll see.
Let's see. He can cover tight ends.
So that's correct.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Shagger drop by further. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Can we just what else, Zach? Can we start alignment at tight end? I wish we could, man. I wish we could. And see, I actually agree with you. If I have that feeling like I had last year with Caleb Farley, not Caleb Farley, Christian Fulton, I feel like Caleb is going to take that next leap, man. I don't know why I got that feeling, bro. So it's a weird feeling, man. But hey.
Well, we'll do a quick recap before we go into round 6, man. So Jacques I'm gonna pull up the pictures. Jacques, you just will give like a highlight of each of those players, like a 20-second clip on them, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So we got Zion, man. Like I said once before, this kid is a day 1 starter. He's a mauler. He can come in and start right away. He's very athletic. He's a point of attack. He can block. He can run block, and he can pass block. So that's for me, Zion, man. Hey, we got my boy tight end from Virginia, Jelani Woods, man. Hey, another 6'7". This kid is 6'7". He's just getting his feet wet. He's a great blocker, and he can come in, learn from Austin Hooper, and come in there and be like a red zone threat where he can catch the ball at the point of attack. It's like almost like an NBA player, man. He got size on him.
Yeah, for sure.
We got our boy, Darren Kennard, another right tackle that can come in. We know we like our late round picks. Our 4th round picks can come in, and we've had 4th round picks that can come in and start. So he's, to me, a plug and play, and he's a player that can come in and kind of take Dylan Radin's spot. I ain't going to say that, but he provides great depth. But just watch out for him. He's about 6'5", bro. The kid has some length on him. So, and then, like I said, we got Tyreek Woodland. He's a beast as well. Kid is cold. That boy's 6'4". Okay, guys, listen to what I'm saying. 6'4", 205. All right, ran a 4.2 at his 40-yard dash. Okay, 4.2. All right, he just needs to clean up his technique, and he'll be cool. And last but not least, Calvin Austin. We know what this kid's do. He's from the M. 5'9", 162. He's a 4-year starter, was at the Senior Bowl. His last 2020 and 2021 season, he did get over 1,000 yards. The kid is amazing. 63 receptions in 2020, and 2021 he has 74 receptions. So Calvin Austin will provide that down the hill threat that we haven't had in a long time. So
for sure, man. Okay, great rundown. Real quick, I'm gonna do mine before we end these the last 2 picks that we got. Chris Olave, the wide receiver out of Ohio State. If you watch enough college football, you've seen this guy in action over the last 3 seasons. Chris Olave, the all-time leading receiver at Ohio State when it comes to touchdowns. Even with all the players they've had, he is the touchdown maker, and that's what he does really well. Chris Olave, 1st-round pick for me. Then, again, I mentioned Kobe Bryant. Not this guy, but this guy. Kobe Bryant, the corner out of Cincinnati. He was the Jim Thorpe Award winner. It's the top corner in college football. He was right next on the other side of Sauce Gardner. I like Kobe Bryant. He's a good 6'1" corner. He'll be ready for sure. Cade Mays, Tennessee, offensive tackle, right tackle at that too. This guy here, he's a beast. A 3-year starter. Played a lot even as a freshman as well. Played against some of the best in all of college football. Held his own. Jalen Weidemeyer, the tight end out of Texas A&M, tall and a big tight end who can catch and block. Really good receiver, more than what people might, to a point to, throwing him the ball a bit more. This is a great pick here. And then in my last part that I had as well is Jeremiah Moon, the tall, long linebacker out of Florida, playmaking linebacker who can play all over the field. These are our picks as of right now. All right. So great recap. So we're now in round number 6, number 204. I think it's on me, Jacques.
Oh, yes, sir.
Round 6. 204. Let's look at before we get there. Let's look at the comments, y'all. What we got in the comments, bro?
Let's see what we got in the comments here, bro. Let me see. Hey, Lou, no worries, man. Welcome to the show. Thank you for watching the show, by the way. So he said, yeah,
For
a little
sure.
late, guys. Sorry.
No
Big
worries.
Tight TV. He said, it's mandatory we find a way to get Zion. Let me say this. He'll be there. I believe if Zion drops, he'll be there. I think we have an opportunity to get him. And if he's your guy, go up and get him. Right? Go up and get him. He's a day one starter, man. You can't and for him to get the major reps when if you're going against Jeffrey Simmons every day in practice, that's gonna make you a beast somehow.
That's right.
So
and John, something you brought up too, facts no paper. A point that you brought up that I think is huge is the fact that he plays on the same college football team as Coach Vrabel's son, right? Yep. So he sees him. He sees him. And that connection. In life, networking is a main part of things, right? To move up, right? I'm guarantee you he knows. I probably knows Zion's family too, man. So that if we draft him, let's go. Let's get it, right? Man. So cool. Okay, all right. So for me in this particular round, I'm staying in the SEC, Jacques.
SEC,
sorry, man.
Okay.
I'm in the SEC, and for the Alabama Crimson Tide, safety Daniel Wright. Okay. This guy here, 2-year starter for the University of Alabama. If you watch enough Alabama football, you've seen this guy, number 3. He makes a lot of plays on the field. Okay, again, looking at the 6th round pick, if you can get a guy like this, if he's available, this will be great. And I think he can be available. He ran a 4.3 and a 40 at safety. I mean, that's 4.37. That's pretty good. He's about 6'1", 195. I would say if anything, he's a tackler, right? He goes out there, he makes a lot of tackles. Not the greatest in coverage. This guy could probably be a special teams guy, right? And or can fill in a hole. Maybe it's a third safety on run defenses, right? I think that's where he needs his improvement is in coverage. Like you pump fake, he bites a lot. You clearly see it on film. But if he gets his hands on you, it's a tackle. But again, a 2-year start at Alabama, got a few national championships on his ring. This guy, he's a heck of a ball player. So we could get him at safety in this spot. It'll be great, man. So that's what I'm picking right here. Daniel Wright, University of Alabama, Roll Tide. All right. Cool, Jacques. Okay, so you are next, bro, in the 6th round. Pick 204. Jacques selects.
This is hilarious because I also went safety.
Okay.
And I am actually going to the HBCUs.
Okay.
I'm going Marquise Bell. Safety out of
FAMU.
Anthony Hayes.
Okay.
Hey, I told you, wait on it, bro. I told you. He kept saying FAMU. So, Anthony, if you're still watching the show, salute to you. I pay attention. So, something that I've been paying attention to, I went to a HBCU, but something that I really paid attention to of late is HBCU football. And what's happened, of course, with Deion going to Jackson State, Eddie George going to Tennessee State, and Hugh Jackman going to Grambling State. And watching these games, because Deion is my favorite player, because I'm biased. I play DB, and I kind of would love to tailor my game, or I always try to tailor my game after him. Watching the Jackson State game, there was a kid that kept sticking out, right? Now, Jackson State has 5-star recruits, 4-star recruits. They are killing it, right? Marquez kept stepping out. He's a tackling machine, okay? The kid is 6'2", all right, 212. He ran a 4.4. He was at the combine. The kid recorded 52 tackles, 5 for loss. He led the FAMU Rattlers, which I can't stand them because I am a Tennessee State alum, so forget the FAMU Rattlers. But if you're a FAMU, hey, salute to you. He led the Rattlers with 5 interceptions, 9 pass breakups. The kid is complete. I sent tape to Hawk the other day. I said, check this kid out. This kid is a beast. He's rising on draft boards. So he's being talked about. So get ready. The kid, when I say he can tackle, and you can back me up on this, Hawk.
Yep.
The kid is a tackling machine.
He can tackle.
He can tackle. So we lost, what was his name? We lost a tight end killer.
Right. Dane Cruikshank.
Dane Cruikshank.
The best tight end coverage safety ever.
Man. In Dane, I think his measure was about 6'2", 6'3", is in that 205 range. And I said, well, what is a good way to replace him is by replacing him with Marquez. He can come in and play special teams, and he can come in and be that third a safety that we need to watch out for those tight ends. Now, he does have to work on coverage. That was one of the part of his weaknesses of his game. Like you mentioned earlier, Hawk, with the pick that you just had from Alabama, it's the same concept. Coverage. You got to
Sounds
work
like
on
the
coverage.
same guy, Jacques.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So it's like, which one do you really see? And honestly, I don't think Marquez is going to be there, to be honest with you. Just by what is happening and what I'm hearing in the streets, I'm like, okay, rumblings are happening. People are paying attention. And you go back and you look at his tape. Check him out. So, guys, if you haven't checked him out, his name is Marquise Bell. He went to FAMU, he was a safety. Please go watch film on this kid. And shout out to Anthony Hayes, bro. If you in the chat, holla at your boy, man. Because I told you, I got you.
Yep. So,
Pig
okay,
Wickle.
that was round 5. What up? Pig Wickle was popping, bro.
Yeah.
What's good, man?
I know. That's why I said. And the reason why, and I'm going to let you go get on to the next round, Hawk. But the reason why I have a theory of why the Titans do certain things, I think the reason they let Cruikshank go because this safety class only looks like it mirrors what Cruikshank is, right? And you probably can find value where somebody's a little bit faster, somebody has a little bit more instincts, techniques a little better. They can tackle a lot better. So Cruikshank, I would love to keep him, but it's just the money aspect in this. You might get somebody younger. So
right. Okay, cool, man. Okay. All right. So Jacques, the last pick of the draft, y'all. We are here, round 6, pick 219. We're not quite at Mr. Irrelevant. We are a few picks away from that. Right. This is our final pick, round 6, 219. Okay, folks. How y'all think it's going? I mean, y'all think the draft looks pretty good to what we have? Because we have to hit the mark on this draft for sure. All right, so Jacques, who do you pick? The last pick of our draft in the 2020 NFL draft. Jacques selects.
So I'm doubling down on receiver. Okay. So I picked D. Anderson from Alabama A&M. I'm going another HBCU guy. And I told you guys, I've done my homework on the HBCUs. HBCUs tend to be like a transfer thing too. This kid was committed to LSU first, okay? He was committed to LSU, had some issues, left LSU. I think he did some time at the community college, and I have to go back and look at that. But then he ended up going to Alabama A&M. Now the kid's measurable. He's 6'6", 220. Okay,
that's huge.
This kid, his routes are amazing. Okay. Routes are amazing, are amazing. And I'm looking at this kid, and they actually beat Jackson State. It was like 52-48. Kid was going off. He was invited to the Senior Bowl, so he was at the Senior Bowl. And the Titans were one of 2 teams at Alabama A&M's Pro Day. Okay, so there's 2 players that they probably looking at, and I got an undrafted guy. I got a bonus after we get done. But for me, I'm going receiver again. I added height. I added route running. Is D. Anderson from Alabama A&M.
Okay. And why Alabama A&M literally is right down the street from us, man, in Nashville.
It's about an hour away, bro.
An hour or so away. Yep. You can drive on up the street, man. Come on through.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I like the pick, Jacques. I do a 6'5" a receiver. That's at the last round. Oh, that'd be great, man. Yeah. And a lot of when they do draft HBCU guys, a lot of times at the very end of the draft, for sure, man.
Hey, and before you continue, if you guys don't know, a couple of guys that went to HBCUs, Darius Leonard, who went to South Carolina State, went on nobody's radar, right? Went on nobody's radar. Jerry Rice went to Mississippi Valley State. Walter Payton went to JSU. So there's some talent, my guy, that's out there. So,
for sure, man, for sure. Okay, so for me, my last pick, this is gonna throw you a loop. This is gonna throw everybody a loop. Everybody. All right, round 6, 219. Hawk, who do I select in this particular pick, man? All right, this is something I think we really need, man. And I'm actually going kicker. I'm going Cade York. That's my second player named Cade in my draft. Cade Mays and now Cade York, the kicker from LSU. This guy here made so many big kicks for LSU, man. Even when they won the national championship, he was there with Joe Burrow as a freshman. This guy here made a lot of kicks. He was the best. Him and the kicker named Dicker from Texas. They were the 2 best kickers in college football. But he himself, this guy here, the one thing Dicker can't do is kick like beyond 50 yards. This guy here was 79% of kicks of over 50 yards, right? So again, he's going to get better. And that was the best percentage in college football. And this guy, again, he don't really kick off too much, but he's a long kicker. Like, that's what he does. And I don't know our kicking situation right now. And we might be like, well, why would you pick a kicker? Hey, did y'all know about McPherson from Cincinnati? He was a 4th round pick for Cincinnati. And look what happened with that, right?
I think you had us picking him, Hawk. And
I did have us picking him. I did. I
did.
did in our last round last year. I did. So for us, we need a kicker.
Yep.
Do we trust Randy Bullock? Will he be here next year? I don't know, but I think we need to draft a kicker because our special teams was middle of the pack to the bottom of the league last year, right? And I think we need some more special teams, and to draft a kicker in the last round, like we do in fantasy football, I'm fine with that. It's not a lot of good kickers out there. So even if you think of picking up one as a free agent, there's not a lot out there in college football. So it's only like 3 kickers that are really good, and he's definitely one of them. So I'm going kicker here. Cade York, LSU, SEC. 5 picks in a row for me from the SEC, man.
I like it. Now, real quick, do you have an undrafted person or player that was on your radar?
I'm gonna tell you this, man. He might get drafted. Mm-hmm. It's several. Let me think of one. I'm going with the wide receiver from Tennessee, man. That boy Peyton, man, number 3.
Okay.
He is the son of a real good friend of mine, a former coach of my daughter's basketball team. He'll probably get drafted. If he doesn't get drafted, pick him up. Tennessee has some talent on that football field.
They do.
This guy, I've seen him since he was a newborn child, man. He's ready to play some pro football. Ran a 4.3 in the 40 as well. If you have not checked him out, man, check him out, man. That'd be a guy that I didn't put on here that I would be interested to get, man. What about for you, dude?
I actually do have one.
Okay.
I'm going back to the HBCUs. His name is Akil Glass from Alabama A&M. The kid they throw to my boy D Anderson. His name is Akil Glass. He's 6'5", 215. Last year he threw for 3,568 yards, 36 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. This kid reminds me, he's not the most athletic kid, but he can run. When you look at his build, he's almost like a Ben Roethlisberger type. He's very thick. He's a thick kid. His ball placement is beautiful. He has a nice little zip on the ball. The thing is, of course, he played in the MEAC. I mean, I think it was a SWAC of the MEAC. The defense, if you guys don't know anything about JSU's defense, they're like one of the top defenses in the FCS, bro. Oh, my God. Akil shredded them, bro. Shredded them. Like, Akil was no joke when it came to throwing the ball. So I think he'll be just to compete and bring somebody in to compete with Logan Woodside and his size and everything. I think he'll be a great addition to somebody's quarterback room. I do think he'll get picked up, but hey, and what you say, Stan? He said I just checked out Marquise Bell, and I think he's a good steal job. The boy got some good speed on him, and not afraid to get. And I told you, man, if y'all have not checked him out, check out Marquise Bell. The kid is a beast. Jeremiah Robbins, he said, "Oh, no worries, bro. Hey, thank you for watching the show, and thank you for coming to the show, bro.
Absolutely,
so we appreciate it." But Stanley, you're right, bro. Check him out. If you haven't seen film on him, you're not going to be disappointed. That's why I don't think he's going to be there. I don't think the kid's going to be there. I don't think he might make it to the 5th round. Mm-hmm. But if you want a safety, bro, he looks like a Raven. He looks like a Steeler. The kid looks the part. And I was watching film on him, and somebody in the comment section, they said, he looked like Jamal Adams. And I said, the way he tackles and the way he attacks and his speed,
yeah,
I wouldn't deny the comparison. Check him out.
Yeah. So what's interesting, Jacques, is that in this draft, where I'm sure people might think that we would have drafted a wide receiver and we didn't. Don't you think that's kind of interesting?
What do you mean?
That you and I both agree that we don't need a quarterback, at least in the first in the draft period, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And when we do our chop up, we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. And Jeremiah, he said, "What about this the Georgia safety? I don't think he'll be there either. I don't. He won't be there. He won't be there. If we had a 2nd round pick, maybe, but he's not going to be there. Hopefully, he'll be there. Be nice.
And see, that's what hurts us is that we don't have a 2nd round pick. And we have a long way from our 1st round to the 3rd round. It's going to seem like 3 days by the next time we have our 2nd pick. So, straddle up on the 1st pick. And when we do get that, then after that, man, you might as well go home, eat dinner, and tomorrow go to sleep, all that stuff, because it's gonna be a while before we get a next pick for sure, man.
Right.
For sure,
Right.
man. So,
Right.
yeah, man. Yep.
So
So,
I'm looking at this too, Hawk.
okay.
Out of me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 offensive picks in my first 4 picks are offensive picks.
Yeah, I see that. I know it. That's so I'm gonna highlight that. Let me see if I can pull this up here. I did notice that, at the end here. Let me see if I can pull this up here real quick. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So Jacques, so you have 4 picks right here, right? See them? Offense. Offensive line, wide receiver, tight end, offensive tackle, and then 2 defensive players, and then a wide receiver at the end.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I got a mixture of everything, and even somebody on special teams. Offense, defense, defense, special teams. So I'm trying to see if there's any that's at the same round. We got corner and safety at the same round. You see that, right?
We do.
Yep.
That's hilarious. We do.
That is. So those are the positions that we pick for sure, man. So greetings for Germany. What's up, Denise? What's up?
You just tighten up. Cornerback, offensive O-line, wide receiver, tight end, running back, defense line. We have to draft this position of need in this order, but only if we get solid value at the same time.
Right. Right. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. So
I like it.
All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do, y'all, we are actually gonna open up the floor for you all as well, man. And as we always do here on the Chop Up, man, we give you all an opportunity to sit at the dinner table. We want you to talk to us, chop it up, man. Put your ingredients on the table, chop it up, man. Hey, and let's chop it up. We can talk about the draft for sure. And if y'all have any other questions on anything, man, let's get at it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Hit that like button if you haven't already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And I'll spark it off. I know, like you said, we didn't pick a quarterback, but how many people in the chat would pick a quarterback with the first pick, right? And and I knew this question was gonna come up. Top up time, man. What's up with AJ Brown? So we haven't talked about AJ Brown. Me and Hawk. We had a deep conversation about it offline. When was that? 2 days ago, Hawk?
Yep.
We actually had a 2-hour-long conversation.
Yeah. and we've been talking it up as time goes on to where we're not surprised of what's going on. But go ahead, Jacques.
So Stanley, being transparent. What's up with AJ Brown? Talk to us, Hawk. What's up with AJ, bro?
Well,
does it give you a Keisha feeling? She says a whole AJ Brown is worrying me.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I've heard fans complain and say I haven't heard no one say he's a diva, but I'm sure he has. I mean, we can't read every message or whatever that comes from people or whatever. As crazy as this might sound, what AJ Brown is doing is very smart. It is. It's leverage, right? It's leverage. He's thinking it like this. I'm young. This is my time to get paper. I'm not injured. I have a lot to prove. I'm ascending as a player. I was a PFF rank of number 4 as far as receivers and their importance on the team. So for what he's doing, it might seem weird by him complaining, but it gives him leverage to make the Titans pay up, okay? And so, I'm not going to say I like everything he's doing, but who am I to judge a guy, right? At the end of the day, football is a business, and the teams are going to look out for themselves, and so should the players, right? So it depends on how much money AJ's talking about. Now, in the comment section, if he wanted Devontae Adams money today, would you pay that to him? See, that's the question.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't pay him Devontae Adams money. Now, I would pay him good amount of money for sure. He deserves that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's on his last year of his contract. So a lot of times players sort of up their contract right now if the team feels comfortable with them. But what does the market say as far as AJ Brown's value? He did have 1,000 yards receiving last year. He had only 69 catches last year. Yes, he had injuries. And yes, he is a lot of issues in that regard. But on the other side of this, what I'm looking at is more of, are you worth Devontae Adams money? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep AJ. And what he's doing is smart because the GM's like, oh my gosh, we got to keep him happy. But, we need to put it like this, Jacques. I would franchise him this year, which would pay him more than what he's making now.
Right.
And then he balls out this year, then he's
Pay him.
deserved whatever. So it's kind of a prove it deal to say, can you be healthy for 17 games this season? Can you be our go-to dog, alpha dog 100? Can you get 100 catches? Can you get 1,400 yards receiving? You get that, man, you're gonna get 24 million.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So with me, thank you, Jacksonville. Jacksonville has to be the worst organization in sports because they created this monster, right? They created this mess. I think if the 20 mil, if the Titans would have offered 20 mil off the rip, I think AJ would have took it. AJ would have said, okay, 20 mil is cool. I'm fine with that, right? But you're paying Christian Kirk, what, 70 mil? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
70 mil? And you ain't going to pay, he don't even have 1,000 yards. He's never had 1,000 yards, so you're going to pay him? So that's why I say Jacksonville is a franchise and an organization that needs to be kicked out of the NFL and put in the UCFL. That's where they need to go because they have messed this whole dynamic up. Now, is he worth it? I give him 20, but then we gotta remember this. We still got to pay Jeffrey Simmons, who I think deserves a big contract from the work that he's put in. Right, he's consistent. He's been healthy. Jeffrey is the cornerstone of the defense. Also, he's a once-in-a-lifetime generational talent that you're not going to probably ever see again, right? You can say Jordan Davis, but we don't know. He ain't got drafted yet. He ain't played. We know what Jeffrey Simmons is capable of. David Long, you got to pay him. Nate Davis, you got to pay him, right? So when I look at this, like you said, it's smart what AJ's doing because it's a business move. It's smart. It's a business. The NFL is a janky business that's going to always be out there paying people, right? And the salary cap's going to keep going up. So eventually he's going to get his money. The thing is, the Titans are not going to trade him. And if they did trade him, they'll get crazy trade value, but they're not going to trade him. So if he even thinks about trying to sit out for training camp, you get fined. So you might as well, like you said, in the scenario you said, Hawk is facts on paper. Actually, I think that's how it's going to play out.
Yeah.
If we don't get a deal done by at least July, he's going to come in. He's probably going to show out because we got Tim Kelly as the OC now. Well, yeah, I'm going to say it. Tim Kelly is the OC. Todd Downing is the face, all right? He's the face. He's the bread and butter in the back, right? And I think they're going to figure ways how to get him the ball. And if he gets 125 catches and what, 1,600 yards, pay him because he deserves it. It's the Titans will reward you if you reward yourself. Harold Landry, right? Mm-hmm. Harold Landry got paid. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So if you go out there and you show and you can prove it, they'll pay you. The sad part about it is, yes, when the Titans were out there, they would win with them, but they were still able to win without them. I'm going to tell you another thing that might determine this and mess this up is if the Titans can get a Traylon Burks. I didn't mock Traylon Burks to the Titans because I don't think he's going to last. But if Traylon falls and the Titans get Traylon, then that just tells me, and if he shows out, boom, right? So I say you give him what he wants. Let him do his thing. But if I pay you $24 to $25 million a year, you better catch everything that's thrown to you. You better be Superman. You better be the cornerstone of this organization. Because once you slip up one time, you got to go, bro. I'm sorry. And I feel like the Titans, the good thing with the Deebo Samuel's situation versus AJ, the Titans are at least at the table with an offer. They're at least negotiating. With the Deebo Samuel situation, guys, we don't want to be in that situation because the 49ers ain't even budging. So that's how I feel about it, man.
And for those that compare, facts, no paper, for those that compare AJ to Deebo Samuel, they're really two different ball players. Though they play similar, Deebo Samuels was a running back, wide receiver, slot, kickoff returner, punt returner. He did a lot, even played on defense, okay? So that's probably why he's like, I should get paid $30 million because I account for so much stuff, right? And so AJ has just been solely a wide receiver, and that's what we want to keep him. And at the same time, again, I want to keep AJ Brown. I'm a huge AJ Brown fan. I have an authentic AJ Brown jersey upstairs. So at the end of the day, it's all about contractual. And again, he is making business sense by complaining right now.
Yep.
It's smart. It is smart. And it also puts the Titans on the fence and say, well, what if we trade him and get some trade value here, right? Mm-hmm. It had to be a great trade, but I don't think that'll be the case. I think something will be worked out at some point. So and also, we want you here, bro. At the end of the day, man, we got to figure it out, bro. It's business.
I'm gonna add to that. When you have a quarterback like Tannehill, that don't get you the ball in key situations. I kind of understand where he has an argument with that too. He can say, hey, well, Tannehill don't give me the ball in this certain situation, that certain situation. You know what, son? Great point. We're dealing with what we're dealing with. So I say they'll figure something. Let me say, I believe they'll figure something out. I think this is, to me, I'm not putting in too much stock into this because I'm like, they'll figure it out. They know what they have. And if they don't, they have a backup plan. I trust John. And for me to trust John, it says a lot. And I'm like, hey, I trust you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yep. So, and I've heard many people on the radio, talking about, he's acting like a child with this situation. Whenever say it's business. The Titans are going to look out for themselves. And no one says anything when players get cut out of the blue. No one says anything, right? And at the end of the day, you got to make paper while you can. You're young. You're not hurt. And you're ascending, so this is the time to get paid in his mind. And I think something will bubble up for sure. So because he's important to our offense for sure. So
yes.
All right. So what else we got?
Draft a quarterback in this draft for me. It would be wasting a pick. There's no great talent.
Facts, no flipper, Louis. Facts.
That's why I had the undrafted scenario going because the quarterbacks in this draft, if you've looked at film on them, they all have flaws, right? We all got flaws. You know what I'm saying? But these are glaring flaws, right? They say Kenny Pickett's hands are too small. They call them, as A to Z says, or Kenny Paws or whatever they call them. You got, I think the most leader-ready quarterback is the kid from Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
He's more of a leader. But when I look at his play, he reminds me of Mariota and Tannehill. That's just me, right?
That's who he is. Exactly.
That's who he is. I think the best passer and with trajectory and accuracy is Carson Strong. The thing about Carson Strong is he's had, I think, 2 knee surgeries. So that concerns me with him. And he's not going to be somebody that can come in and start right away unless you put a nice offensive line. But what I've seen from film, he's absolute. He can throw it. And
he can throw the ball.
Yeah, he can throw the ball. Bailey Zappi. He's thrown for 5,000 yards. He's like Joe Burrow, but with Bailey, he doesn't have zip on his ball.
No, he doesn't.
But if I would
school you, man, I've seen enough of Bailey Zapp.
Yeah, same here. I'm like,
no zip.
I would pick Carson Strong over Bailey and just let him come because of his zip and his deep ball. Sam Howell, somebody intrigues me is Sam from North Carolina. His deep ball is not bad, right? I know we compare him to Baker Mayfield, but to me, the aesthetic, he looks like Baker, but his play is a little bit different. But if I was to pick a quarterback, late round or undrafted.
Yeah. I told you how I feel about quarterbacks. I'm not drafting a quarterback nor looking at unrestricted free agents for quarterback. If I draft a quarterback, I'm saying to him, you are our future. And I will go first or second round. You know what I'm saying? For me. And it's open to get a quarterback late or whatever, even as an undrafted free agent. You put him out there as a risk to say, well, let's see, we could get a Tony Romo which is incredibly rare, right? Mm-hmm. But if I invest in a QB, because you don't draft a quarterback to be a backup, you draft him to be a starter. It's not like an offensive lineman where there's only one quarterback, right? And so we need one. And so if it's like we don't have any that we feel confident about, I wouldn't draft none.
Even next year's class, I've been doing some studying on next year's class. You got Bo Nix, which I'm not impressed with. You got the kid from Alabama. What's his name?
Bryce Young.
To me, he's inconsistent. He's okay, but he's inconsistent. I am intrigued for KJ Jefferson. I don't know if y'all know who KJ Hawk. I've sent you film on KJ. Have I sent you film on KJ?
You have.
Arkansas. He's the one who throws the ball to Traylon Burke. He's 6'3", 245. You haven't paid attention, start paying attention. He's going to be a riser in probably next year's draft, and even next year. If he comes out and he has the year he had this year, and he has another year like he had this year, watch out. Because Arkansas got talent, and we in SEC, so we know. But once I was looking at Traylon Burke film, I'm like, who is throwing to this kid, right? Who is throwing to this kid? And I'm looking at KJ. I'm like, KJ is not bad. He's just you can ask any Arkansas fan, they'll tell you. He's inconsistent, but he's new to the job, if that makes sense. So that's somebody I'm looking at. I'm like, I'm going to keep my eye on you, bro. I like you. I'm going to keep my eye on you. But I'm with you. We're going to eventually have to address this, right?
Yeah.
Because are we going to say Logan Woodside's the guy?
No. Again, I think he's just there for security. I'd almost be for certain next year in the first round, no later than the second round, we draft a quarterback next year
Right.
for sure.
Right.
Yep.
Let me see. And you know what, Jeremiah, I like this.
Yeah,
Hooker
we
from
talked about
Tennessee.
that before the
Yes,
show
we did.
started.
We
Yeah,
did.
Herndon Hooker.
Yes, I've
So-
seen film on him.
I've watched him play several games. Because again, one of the receivers that he throws to is someone that I know, and so Herndon Hooker is an interesting pick for next year. He could probably be a first round pick. What he has to clean up is one or two things. He does make a lot of careless mistakes. He runs a lot too, and he always gets hurt. He gets hurt a lot, because the way he runs. He's real tall, kind of lanky. But he throws the ball with decision. He makes the decision. He throws the ball. He throws it all over the place. And he had good receivers, and he made it happen for them. So Herndon Hooker will probably be available for us if we wanted to. But let's see how he does his senior year and go from there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. And I'm looking at the list now for 2023. You got Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Spencer Rattler, Anthony Richardson from Florida, Kedon Slovis from Pitt, Phil Javakovic from Boston College, Will Levi's from Kentucky, and Tyler Van Dyke from Miami. So, like I said, it's early, but out of those top, the CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, that's gonna be your number one pick next year from definitely what they got. So,
For sure.
as Stanley says, as Vols fans, I hate Dobbs. Haven't had a real shot at being a starter in the league to see what he can do. And you know what? I'm gonna add to that. I wouldn't mind bringing in Dodd to compete.
He just signed a contract with.
He did Steelers.
No, that's what it was. He got traded. Where is he at now? It just happened, like recently.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't know where he got traded to.
Yeah. He's still. Hey, put it like this, Stanley. He's still in the league too. You know what I mean? So I know he's been a backup the entire time, but if he's been, some people even question if he would make the NFL. He's still in the league.
They did. I remember that. Yeah, they did. They definitely did. Definitely did. I like it though because like I said, you're gonna need the Steelers. So
Steelers. Okay, my bad, y'all. Okay, he got traded to the Steelers. I thought he got traded away from the Steelers.
Huh?
No, he did. He plays for the Browns.
Okay, so he's over there with Deshaun. That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's with Cleveland. It just happened.
Yeah,
the Browns. Yes, Donnie. Yes, the Browns.
Yep. Which I don't understand. That tells me the Steelers are about to pick a quarterback. I think it's gonna be Kenny Pickett, either Kenny Pickett or Matt Corral.
Yeah.
Either one.
And then Josh Dobbs, when he got drafted, he was a 4th round pick.
He was.
It's 4th round. So the Browns. Yeah, he's been in the league. I mean, he's been in the league for 6-7 years now. Yeah, he's been there for a while. So smart guy too. He's got his degree in some type of medical field. So
right.
But yeah, so quarterback next year, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure next year. But for this year, for me, I don't see it. I think for what we drafted, thank you, Stanley. Yes, sir. For what we need on this team, man, we have a lot of holes to fill. Ryan Tannehill ain't going nowhere. He's our starting quarterback. Deal with it. That's just what we have to deal with right now. And the key with Tannehill is this. Tannehill, aerospace engineering. That's right. The thing with Ryan Tannehill, is he a bad quarterback? He's not. But what I will say is, for some reason, in the playoffs and big games, when you have to make that one decision, he messes up big time. That one split decision, that's where his issues are. And he's won a lot of football games here for us. Can he get us to the next level? Probably not by himself. He needs a whole lot of help around him. A lot of turnovers on the defense, a running back going 150 yards rushing, something like that. Then he can make those plays where he doesn't have to sort of think outside the box. But we can throw out the notion that we have another quarterback coming here, even in the draft. I don't see it.
Would you be surprised if they picked up a quarterback?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. But it depends. For me, it's more okay. The surprise would be where in the first round. You're damn right. I'd be surprised if we picked a quarterback.
Yeah,
in the
first round. Yes. I'd be hella surprised.
Yeah, right. I'd be surprised. 3rd round or later, no, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Because we do need a backup quarterback.
Right. Now I'm like you. I honestly think if it did come, like you said, it'd be the 3rd round or the 4th round. We got 2 4th round picks, so that
right.
Those two fourth round picks are going to be huge. When I say huge, that all the picks are going to be huge, but it's going to be right extra huge. So, guys, let me ask you a question in the chat. Who is your breakout player for 2023? You can do. I mean, I'm gonna spice it up even better. One on offense, one on defense. Who is your breakout player for 2023? How did you get the question?
Okay, what'd you say? I'm
I
sorry.
posed the question to the chat and I'm posing it to you. Who would you think is your breakout player on offense in 2023? This year, 2022. Is it one on offense and one on defense? Who do you think is going to have a Christian Fulton year, right? On offense and I mean on defense, and then who you think will have I say Nikola Westbrook because he broke out, right?
Yeah.
Out of
Austin Hooper on offense for me for
so you
sure.
said Austin Hooper,
I
okay?
think because last year he didn't do well last year,
Okay,
and I think he has a lot to prove. I think him.
I think
And then as far as on defense, I think David Long because I think he will have an opportunity if he stays healthy. It's either him or Hooker. Yeah, but I'm gonna say David Long because David Long he's out there. He's been playing. He's been hurt, and if he could just stay healthy, he could because he don't have to worry about a lot of other players around him like Rashaan Evans and those guys. It'll just be him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah.
Right. Okay. So Jeremiah, he says Molden and on defense and Hooper. He agrees with you on Hooper. Stanley says Tannehill and David Long. So okay. Cool. Anybody else can put in the chat. Jonathan C says he hopes Farley on D and Hooper on offense. Okay. I like it. Dennis says Farley on D and Dylan Raiders on O. I like that. That matter of fact, if that scenario happens, Denise, that actually would propel the Titans on both offense and defense because those are two rookies that didn't produce, right? You can say Dylan produced more than Farley, but Farley got hurt. You know what I mean? Jeremiah, Weaver's going to show out. So for me, I'm going Farley. And on offense, it's going to sound crazy as hell what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it. Dez Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
It is weird when I say this.
It's not because go ahead, go for it.
I don't know. When I'm looking at Dez, I feel like Dez was like a wild child where he has the talent. He just hasn't figured the NFL out yet. And he's like, okay, I'm here. My route tree, I got to figure this out, this out. So I feel like he's going to come in a little bit better this year. And Farley, I've heard he put on weight. I feel like he's coming in more focused. The game is going to slow down for him. It's just a healthy piece. But if he can have a Christian Fulton year, this defense, this secondary is going to be ridiculous, bro. It's going to be scary.
That's right.
In my point, we all know.
I like that. I like the Dez Fitzpatrick, Jacques. And the reason I say it is kind of weird, yes. But the reason I say maybe not, only because he will have an opportunity to play this year. Right. For sure. He'll be on the team. He'll be on the field. No question about that, right?
Right.
And so we seen the talent a little bit, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And I was shocked. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna say I will agree with you that it'll be weird. Only because if he does break out, I'll be like, man,
right. That's why I'm saying it'll be one of those weird scenarios. Like you were this and then you turned into this. And his size, he has great size. That's another thing too. I don't think we realize he's what is he 6'2"?
Yeah, about 6'2".
6'2", about what?
About 215. Good size guy.
He got some nice size on him. So I think with him, he didn't know the playbook.
Right.
He didn't do no studying. He just was happy to be in the NFL and said, I'm just going to do something, right?
That's right.
And you can see they can tell the talent in him. And even when the game I go back and look at him, his best game was Houston when they played Houston. Yeah. And he was just everywhere, but he was showing out. So Jay Porter said he's dead. Dez definitely is a sleeper.
Definitely a sleeper. For sure.
Yeah, like
for sure. He is in a prime. All you want in life at times, man, is opportunities, right?
Right.
And and at times, like if you just be patient, it'll come to you. You just need to keep plugging away, right? Mm-hmm. And he's in that position right now. So he right now should be lifting weights, catching football passes from the catch machine. He should be, I don't know, beach kick. He should be right now working out, literally right now, because he's gonna, in his mind, he should be like, dude, I gotta know the playbook because they're gonna throw me out there. I gotta know everything. I got to be prepared. You gotta have that mindset for sure.
I got another sleeper too, and the reason why I'm saying the receivers is because Tannehill has been getting throwing to his receivers in the offseason. I don't know if people have been following him on Twitter, but he's been secretly throwing it to him. So Mason Kinsey. I feel like Mason Kinsey has an opportunity to come in and show because he's a hard worker. The kid is a hard worker, man.
Yeah, he works hard.
He works very hard. And I think with that, with Tannehill knows, okay, I got to get continuity with these guys. I have to.
Right. That's right.
I got to.
What's up? Oh, keep going, Jacques. I'm sorry.
Kenny, there
what's
you
up,
go.
Kenny? What's good, bro? What's happening, brother?
There you go. He said Vrabel gave high praise. Yep.
He did.
So I already kind of knew. I was like, even before Vrabel said it, I said, no, Caleb knew he squandered his opportunity. Caleb knew he came in and he wasn't focused. Caleb knew that he was like, okay, I gotta get on my Grizzly. Now Jackrabbit's not here, and that's my spot. So you to be 6'2", and I've heard he added weight too, 6'2", maybe 200 pounds, and that same speed, and you get your technique down and you learn the playbook.
Yeah.
We can't complain about the secondary then.
Yep. For certain. For sure. So we'll take one or two more questions. Kenyon, what's good with you, good brother? Hope your day's going well, sir. We'll take one or two more questions here at the Chop Up. Yes, and for those that didn't check out the draft, again, when the show is done, you can go back and look at the show. We just did a full-out draft, mock draft on the players that we think that we should draft. He had his picks and I had mine. And before the show ends, we'll go down a rundown just real quick for those to just sort of catch up to it, for sure. Right. So we'll go one or two more questions, y'all, and we will end the show today.
Yes, sir. Let me see. Man. I don't see any questions yet, Hawk, but yeah, dog, that's me, man. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? So,
and you all see a lot of the Titans players are going to the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of them guys have left there with Arthur Smith. That's that networking piece, right? Networking is so important. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he knows how those players play. It's like, come on through, sign you for a 1-year deal and everything. So, what up, Dennis Cole? Got to check out the recap for sure, man. For sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check out that playback, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. Yeah. Bringing in Tannehill now, we have to back him up. And I agree with Lou. I like this. Like I said, I like your comment, bro. We have to have. Yeah, we got to. I mean, I know Logan Woodside was out there with them guys throwing passes to AJ and all them. It's just with Logan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, can he do it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Jeremiah says, what do we think of Tyquan Thornton?
Tyquan Thornton. What do you think? So, Jacques, have you done any studies on Tyquan Thornton?
I'm looking now. Hold on. Let me see who he plays. He plays for Oregon. He's a receiver. I've seen his kid.
Yeah, I have too. Yeah.
Well, I've seen his kid. He ran a 4.2.
No, he went to we're thinking somebody.
He went to Baylor. Excuse me. He went to Baylor.
Taquan went to. I think he went to Clemson. Are you talking about the D tackle from Clemson?
Or you talking about the receiver?
Taquan Johnson.
Yeah. He's the receiver.
I'm thinking of Taquan Johnson. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him.
Hey, the kid went to Baylor.
Okay.
The kid's 40. He's joking around a 4.2. As a matter of fact, I think he was one of the people that did run a fast 40. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, I'm paranoid of Baylor receivers.
Yeah, man.
I am super paranoid of Baylor receivers. This Baylor players, period. But he ran a 4.28. The kid is fast. I'll say bring him in. If he's there, draft him. If you need the speed, we need speed anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, for sure, man.
So now they coming in. Hold on, Hawk. So Jay Porter says, what y'all think about Robert Woods going to do this season? I think he's gonna do his job. I think Robert's gonna come in and be more productive than Julio.
Yeah, I can be more productive than Julio right now, but yeah,
I like Robert. I think he adds value, and I think, and this is another thing I'm about to say that's gonna sound crazy. What I'm about to say, but I think this year's offense is gonna be better than last year's offense because the key component, his name is Tim Kelly.
Yeah.
Mark my words. It's going to be weird, dude. It's going to be weird. Stanley says, hey, have y'all checked out the giant wide receiver from North Dakota State? Yes, we have.
Yes,
we have. You talking about Christian Watson?
Yep.
Watson. Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
He ain't going to be there. Yeah. He's not going to be there.
You said he reminds you of Chase Claypool. That is Chase Claypool too, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yes. He won't be he might be.
Would you send a first round pick on him, though?
No.
Is he worth a first round pick? That's
I don't think so.
That's my thing.
That's what you're saying. I feel you on that.
Yeah, he was at the Senior Bowl. All these players that y'all saying was at the Senior Bowl. Yep. If you guys want to know anything about these players, go watch the Senior Bowl.
Yep. Yep.
His tape is amazing. The thing that concerns me is he just blossomed out of nowhere in his senior year, and it may be a circumstance, an opportunity, but I like the size. He's amazing, and he's fluid with his routes, and he's fast. To be that big, he's fast. Like you said, Chase Claypool. I look at him, I said, that's Chase Claypool right
Yep.
there.
That's Chase Claypool for
But
sure.
if you draft him, I say draft him. Sky Moore. What y'all think about Sky Moore? Have y'all seen any tip film on Sky Moore?
Yep. They kind of remind me of each other too.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay,
Yep.
we got another one. Tayshaun says, would you consider the Titans traded for
Tony
Ladarius
from
Toney?
the New York Giants.
Yep.
Here's the problem. Kadarius Toney has plenty of talent. Okay, he was a first round pick at that too, and he balled out the games he played with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
He's a problem maker though, man. He's a troublemaker
Yes,
for sure. That's why New York's trying to get rid of him. They're trying to trade him right now. So
yes.
I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what the circumstances are as far as what they're saying, but it had to be. You had to throw some clauses in there and trade him maybe for a fourth round pick.
Mm-hmm. He would add value to the wide receiver room. I will say that. But like you said, it would have to be a mature wide receiver room. And right now, I think our wide receiver room is not that mature. Right? It's mature, but it's not that mature. If y'all get my point, right?
Right.
You need to put him in a veteran wide receiver room where he can just be like, shut up, right? Shut up, just be quiet.
I don't think they don't have no veteran leadership at all.
They don't.
AJ's the most veteran receiver on their team.
You got Robert Woods.
Yeah, that's
Robert Woods, but
that's a hell of a point.
Yeah, you got Robert.
That's right. That's correct.
I don't know. And you know what, Jeremiah? You're right. Sky Moore. If you guys haven't checked Sky, check him out. I think he's gonna be like Tyler Lockett. That's my player comparison, and we don't do too much player comparison. But Tyler, when I see him, I say that's Tyler Lockett. That's freaking Tyler Lockett right there. Yeah. Like straight up, like Tyler Lockett. And Lou says Hooper, AJ the King, Cooper seems like a better. Yes, I believe this, and it sounds crazy, but I think this offense is going to jail, and I think they're going to come together, and something's going to happen. The Titans don't do good when they have big names in our organization. Case in point, Randy Moss, Andre Johnson, Julio Jones. We tend to do good when we're the underdogs, and I like it. But yeah, man, definitely. But
so,
what do you think?
What do you say? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, the offense should be better next year. Given the fact that our offense was in the middle of the pack, especially throwing the football. Hopefully with more coaching that's around him. Players playing another year. Nick Westbrook-Akina another year under his belt. AJ getting older. Those things. We should be a more mature offense next year. Hopefully with that offensive line getting better as well too. But can it spell Super Bowl? That's another conversation. But hopefully we should get better, next year for sure. So so we'll answer one more question and we'll recap the draft.
That's cool. We might need a running back too.
Yeah, we didn't draft.
We didn't add one, but I was thinking, I said we might need to look at getting another running back because the King ain't getting no younger, right? And you're going to have to find his replacement, which sucks. But I mean, what we was able to do in the run game last year was pretty dope. So
right. Because the reason I didn't put running back down, I would have if we didn't have Dontrell Hilliard. When we signed him, that's what eased my mind on running back.
Oh yeah.
We got to me, we're pretty good at running, but not great, but pretty good.
Stanley, I like that. Davin Cook's little brother from Georgia.
James Cooks.
Mm-hmm.
James Cook, yeah.
He'll be there. He'll be there in the fourth round.
No, he'll be. I think he'll be gone before fourth round.
You think he'll be gone?
I think so. Yep.
You think so? Third round? Yeah.
Yep. I think so.
Yeah. Would y'all pick Jameson Williams? Is it Jameson Williams from Alabama? I've heard buzz. I've heard he's climbing on draft boards too.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't think he'll be there either, man. At 26, I know he's hurt, but he's got a lot of star potential in him, man. He just got to get healthy, and the team that has receivers could take a whim on him and draft them. You know what I'm saying? For sure, like Tampa Bay or somebody. So
right.
But well, cool. Well, we'll go ahead and run over the draft as far as just real quick on the players that we picked, in our mock draft. Jacques, I'll go over yours first, real quick, man. I'm just gonna go down. If you want to just say their names and everything, we'll recap, man, and we'll win the show, y'all. All right, Jacques. Okay, we'll get started here.
All right. So, like I said once before, guys, I got Zion Johnson. Now, I've seen a couple people in the chat talk about Zion.
Yep.
He's my first pick out in this 2022 draft. He's a day one starter. He'll come in right away, plug that hole that you need at guard, and you good to go. Zion Johnson is and he's a long starter, year starter, so you'll be good. My third round pick was Calvin Austin. We need some speed on this offense. We need somebody that can take the top off of defense. He can do it. He's not the biggest guy, but he's fast as hell. So trust me, and he's a 4-year starter at Memphis. So next we got Jelani Woods, tight end. This Joker's about 6'7". He can block. He's getting used to the pass game, and I think if you put him with Austin Hooper, Austin can teach you some things, and then he can be like a Mo Alley Cox, right, from the Colts. Giant guy, man. He can block. So my next pick is Darren Kennard from Kentucky. He's a right tackle. This kid is another kid that can come in right away, get some reps under his belt, and start to climb the depth chart. And he's a kid that's about 6'5", 320. Kid is massive. He's a brawler. He's almost to the point where he's a generational point where you can eventually become that right tackle starter in case Dylan Raiders don't span out. So next, we got Tyreek Woodland, 6'4", DB. This kid is freaking amazing. Amazing. And why I say amazing is because of his size and his speed. The kid ran a 4.26, okay? Let that sink in at 6'4". He's not the best guy in pass coverage, but you won't be disappointed. My sleeper, my guy, Marquez Bell. This kid is going to be a beast, okay? This kid went to HBCU. Shout out to the family Rattlers, which forget them. But anyway, he ran a 4.41. The kid is 6'2", 212, and he can be that replacement for Dane Cruikshank, and he's a tackling machine. Next talk, we got my boy D. Anderson from Alabama A&M. This kid is 6'6", okay? Listen what I got. He was an LSU guy. He was recruited to LSU. Got into some trouble, went to Alabama A&M, 6'6", 220. The kid's route running is amazing. He got nice speed. He'll be one of those late guys like a nigga Keenan Westbrook that you can just plug in and say, hey, go. And he'll eventually climb the depth chart too. If the Titans don't get him, somebody's going to get him.
For sure. Okay, dude. Great rundown. Okay, all right. So those are Jacques' picks. Here were my picks here. My first round pick I had was a wide receiver, Chris Olave, Ohio State. Fancy wide receiver, a lot of touchdowns, 35 touchdowns in his career. Great route runner, good hands, makes a lot of plays. Not the biggest, but he's very fast. Can play in the slot, can make a lot of things happen. 3-year starter at Ohio State. Last 2 years, he's been a phenomenal. This year, big-time playmaker for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Incredible pick here. Again, it's not this Kobe Bryant, but this Kobe Bryant. This is my third-round pick here, the corner out of Cincinnati. A 6'1" corner, Jim Thorpe Award winner as the best corner in best defensive back in college football. Ironically, Sauce Gardner's on the other side, but he actually won the award. As we know, John Robinson liked those award guys, those guys that have records and things, and he's one of those guys. I've seen him play several times in Cincinnati. This guy, he's a beast. He's ready. My next round pick was Cade Mays, the offensive tackle out of Tennessee, keeping him home. This guy was a 3-year starter at Tennessee. He's played all over the field as center, guard, and tackle. You can plug him in wherever. Could be a day one starter. He's mean, he's bad, and he's ready to go, man. And then the tight end, Jalen Weidemeyer, the tight end out of Texas A&M. A tall guy, 6'5", 265. He's a real big guy, can block, who can catch. He led the team in receiving, 4 touchdowns last year, 2-time second team All-SEC. This guy makes plays. He'll be ready. Then I'm looking here at the tight end, Jeremiah Moon, the 6'5" linebacker, tall, slender linebacker that makes a lot of plays, has a lot of speed. I think he can make a lot of plays coming into the NFL a bit later in the draft because, again, not really the best tackler, kind of underperforms at times. But I think, this will be a great pick to have him here. And then I have here the safety for the Alabama Crimson Tide, Daniel Wright, a big-time playmaker as well. Makes a whole lot of tackles in the open field. Still working on his coverage, but he's a great tackler. He's very experienced. 2-year starter for Alabama. That says a lot. And he'll be there. And then my last pick was a kicker, Cade York. Arguably the best kicker in all of college football, made big kicks even in his freshman year for the national champion LSU Tigers. This guy here has been experienced, kicks a lot of balls long as far as 50 yards or more. This is a guy that should be there, and we need kicker. We need a kicker for sure. So that's my rundown, man, for sure. So nice. So cool, man. Cool. So all right. So, well, folks, we want to say thank you all for being here, watching the show for sure. This is fun having a draft show. Hopefully, one of our draft slots work out. Hopefully, the Titans can take heed to what we're saying. That'd be cool. But overall, we want to just say thank you for those that watch our show. Again, hit the subscribe button and everything, of course. So you can check us out. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out at Tennessee Titans Weekly. Check us out on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. You can also email us at TennesseeTitansWeekly@gmail.com. We do have content on Apple. We have content on Spotify. We have merchandise on teespring.com. If you type in Tennessee Titans Weekly, we out there, folks. We're on those internet streets, man. Hit us up for sure.
Definitely. When you do check us out, of course, like, share, subscribe, tell everybody. That way, hey, we can get in the algorithm and we can keep doing this great content for y'all and bringing this content. So, hey, this was fun. Great draft show. Getting ready for the draft. I'll be out of town, so I'll be paying attention, but I won't be paying attention because I need a break and I'm gonna be enjoying life. So I'll tap in with your hope, but I ain't gonna tap in too much, bro.
Understood, brother. Understood. So, well, cool. Again, thank you all for watching the show and everything. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a great, blessed week as well. And Jacques, as we always say, man, facts.
No paper.